Hello, this is Nitin Dahad with E-Times. I'm here at HiPEAC 2026 in Krakow in Poland and talking to Micol Spitale at the Politecnico di Milano.
Yep.
Hello, Micol, how are you?
Good, thank you so much, and thank you for, interviewing me.
So, Micol, what's your role at the Polytechnic? I think you're on the Department of Electronics, Information and Bioengineering, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. So I'm an assistant professor tenure track at the Politecnico di Milano, the Department of Electronics, Information and Bioengineering, and I'm researching on such robots for having a positive impact in people's lives. So technology for good, I would say.
It was actually quite good because this was the first time that there was a technology meets society type of session at HiPEAC. And I was fascinated because I always love talking about what's the impact of the technology that we're in sort of putting into the world. But what you've done is, one of the things we saw earlier this year at CES and over the last 6 months to a year is every big tech company talking about humanoid robotics. And if you believe them, we're having them this year and they're going to be like humans, maybe. But you've done a lot of research and you presented some data today. Just tell us a little bit of the background to your research and the reality of this expectation.
Yeah, of course. So I've been starting researching in such robotics since 2018 right now. So it's been a few years, and since the beginning, what we have tried to do was to design robots that help people in their life. And in order to do that and to design such robots, it's extremely important that we do that with the human needs in mind. And so that means also, putting people at ease whenever interacting with robots. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the robots need to have like a humanoid-like shape, but actually the form matters because it shapes the functionality of the robot itself and the way people perceive them. So for example, a humanoid robot, of course, will be perceived as having human-like capabilities, while another, arm robot, like with a dog kind of shape, it does suggest another functionalities. So it's extremely important that also the form matches with the functionality of the robot itself. So I do believe that humanoid robots will be extremely, helpful in specific contexts when it matters to people's lives, in helping them in societal challenges, specifically like mental well-being or helping people with cognitive disabilities. So there are a lot of opportunities for that.
And you presented two case studies or examples, one with monitoring children in front of robots in terms of their propensity to having well-being challenges, and the other one was in a work environment in a company. So just give us a little summary of kind of what you found from those.
Yeah, sure. So
this is interaction with robots on a one-to-one basis.
Yeah, of course. So I wanted to give you some context. This is in the context of some work that I've conducted when I was at the University of Cambridge under a huge grant that was awarded by Professor Atice Gunes, that she was awarded with an EPRC grant that in UK is one of the biggest grants. Yeah. And so in this scenario, she imagined a world in which such robots can actually support people to promote their mental well-being. And so such use cases were actually framed in such a research. So I was like a postdoc while doing this research, and it was fascinating see how actually this such a robot can help in this particular context. So we can have robotic coach to promote mental well-being of people in different contexts, like workplace, for example. So the idea is that people, can have like positive psychology exercise in workplace, and that can help them just maintaining their mental well-being in such a context.
And the findings from those, you presented the normalize, with parents, on their own, and with robots.
Yeah.
There was quite a correlation, but also contrast, wasn't there?
Yeah, definitely. It was a very interesting study, and I think the PhD student who worked mainly on this, that is Nida Bassi, she also follow up with some more longitudinal study to see the effect of robots helping the assessment of mental well-being in children. And I do believe that robots still really have a role in this context, and they can really help because children feel at ease and comfortable while talking with the robot, that maybe they will not be that comfortable with a stranger, while with the robots they feel more comfortable at ease.
And even with the robots, form factor matters. If they're too close to the humanoid form, they might be worried about divulging information, but the toy version or specific versions.
Yeah, we conduct a study in a workplace where we put two different robots, like one more human-like and the other one more toy-like, and the results show that people prefer the toy-like robot because it was they were attributing to it functionalities that were less human-like, while with the humanoid robot, of course, they kind of attribute more sophisticated skills, and that affected a lot the way they perceive it.
And let's go a little bit higher level in terms of technology meets society. Do you think we're talking about it enough? I mean, in the other sessions, there was quite a lot of discussion, and I think lots of areas from healthcare, cognitive abilities, communication. Do you think in the tech industry, the world we're in, we're looking at enough about how it impacts society?
Yeah, that's a really good question. It's my first time at HiPEAC, so I've been kindly invited by Professor Christian Pilato. So my community usually are more like human-robot interaction or affective computing, and those research areas are really into how technology can have a positive impact in people's lives. But I think in more tech-oriented conferences, this aspect does not emerge fully, so I do believe there need a little bit of cross-fertilization among fields to have a better understanding on how technology can really help people, not just for the sake of advancing technology, but really with a purpose in mind.
Coming back to your original research, what's the reality of humanoid robotics this year?
So I think now there is a lot of hype around that, and I do believe there is still a long way to go. And I do also believe that maybe robots should have specific function, and also the shape should match with their function. So I do not strongly believe in a humanoid robot that will be like the super robot, like a generalized robot. But I do believe that each robot should have their own function in a way that can be really useful to people's life without substituting anyone, but just as an added value, as a tool that humans can use to empower their life rather than just substituting any other skills of human beings.
Well, Micol, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.